Hello, Lynn. I'm there. Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you again, dear ladies. Yeah. Waiting for Lynn to connect, and the stage is yours, dear ladies. Stage is yours, ladies. Happy spring. Spring has come. Yoo-hoo. Sorry. Yeah. Lasita is here. Hello, Lasita. Hi, sister. The camera? Can you fix the camera? Yay! How are you? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
I've been having a lot of toothache.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm not doing terribly well.
Oh, that's why you said I may be there. Thanks God you are here. Yes. I love the video you sent. I love the songs. I love the course. I saved everything, and I'm learning. I'm learning from you. Lynn is there.
How is your hand? What is happening with
I
your
have, when I sleep late, I'm working on some work with the books and so ever. And 3 nights ago, I slept at 4 a.m. Next night, 8 a.m. I keep on. So when I wake up the following day, I had my articulations hurt me so much. We are getting older. I'm 64, almost 64. I need to sleep, enough. And since that time, I know more. I sleep late, 10, maximum 10:30. I'm in bed. Hello, Lynn. Hello, sweetheart. How is the lady?
Honey, can you put the link in Jacinta's email?
You mean I just
Messenger.
messenger? Yeah,
Yes.
sure, I'm doing it.
Okay, thank you. She's
Okay,
trying
go
to
ahead,
get in.
ladies. I'm
Who
back.
is here now? Who am I talking to?
Lasita, the beautiful Lasita.
Oh, hi. Okay, I want to talk to her without you interrupting, okay?
Okay, go ahead. Go.
Hi, Lasita. How are you?
The tooth isn't hurting as much, but I'm not sure how well they can do a hygienist appointment this afternoon because I think I can open my mouth enough, but I think I want my wisdom tooth out on Wednesday. I have an appointment. So
Okay, you have to do what you have to do for yourself.
well, I don't know for sure whether if it's savable, they might persuade me this afternoon at the dentist to cancel the extraction. So I have an oral surgeon appointment, but it just has been so bad that I don't want to have to go through it again. So removing it means
nothing is worse than that.
At least it won't come back, that pain. Not there, at least.
Okay, let me tell you that Shirley, I don't want to talk about it with people at the meeting because a lot of them don't know.
But it is being recorded.
Okay, we're going to take it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We're going to take that off. She's very sick. That's all I could say. So please pray for her. I can't say any more than that. And we are a group that shares our souls, and it's okay to care about other people. So I don't care if it's recorded.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something different. I'm not going into details. I'm just saying she needs your prayers. That's it. A very talented, new, not really new for me, but new for you. One of my former students. Oh, I just meant it online. I mean, you have to see her writing. Her writing is better than mine. She is trying to join us. That's why I asked Taoufik to send her a letter in her box. Also, I want you to know that you and your writing and your friend's writing are in the cancer book. And the cancer book won't go out.
We better. Have you printed it already?
No, not till May 15th is the due date.
Okay, well, I better get Vinetta's okay for her work to be published.
Okay, well, I say this is the time. That's why I'm telling you.
Yes.
If anything is wrong, you could tell us, we'll take our phone off.
Okay. All right.
So
Lovely.
that's why I'm giving you enough time. It's not going to happen before May 15th, because that was the due date that we set, because Mr. Wrights just went in.
Okay.
So mental health. So, and that was I have to say, of all the books that I wrote, that book really impressed me. And I'll tell you why. Easy for me to write about cancer. I live it. But it's not easy for me to write about mental health, because I really haven't had much dealing with it except through students. Not enough to really be a clinician. Yes, I'm a counselor. I'm a crisis counselor in schools. I was. The point is not enough to determine why children act the way they act and say that's a definite determination, because I'm not a doctor. And writing this book was a challenge. I mean, I researched more than I wrote. And I made it into a Mr. Wright's book. And then Joanne added and Taoufik added. And it became something that I was very proud of.
Yeah.
Now in the
I
cancer.
will, by the way, Lynn, I will send Lasita original copy when we publish this book
Of course.
on
She takes a
Amazon,
copy of everything. She's one of
and
us.
you can have the free copy, Kindle
Of
free
every book we
copy
do.
through Amazon. You don't have to buy from Amazon. I will send you like before the PDF file so you can open and read it.
Right.
Lovely. Lovely.
That goes without saying.
My pleasure.
In fact, when you go through with the Mr. Wright's book, I would like you to send her that. I would like her opinion on that book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What happened
Yeah.
with Jacinta?
I sent her, I'm waiting. I sent her the link and I sent her that you insist that she join us. So I'm waiting. I did it.
Okay. You know, she has a lot of problems because she's from Nigeria and her internet is very big. So she also wrote for the cancer book. The cancer book, we have more than enough people writing for it. Everybody wanted to write for that book. Mental health shows you that it's still a stigmatic disease. Very few people wanted to write. That I find that interesting just in itself, because that shows you that people are still afraid.
Kristine is here.
Oh, yay! I haven't spoken to her and I don't know how long. Where's my sister?
She's joining. Waiting.
Hi, Kristine.
Oh yeah. She always takes time
Something
to
with
join because of the connection, you know. In
I'm
Kenya,
saying,
the
like,
connection.
we take it for granted, like taking it for
Yeah,
granted. to wake up
sure,
today.
sure,
We
sure.
take it for granted, but in the United States, the connections are wonderful as
Okay, she's
compared
there.
to Africa.
Okay.
In Morocco, I never had a connection. Every day it went down.
Yes. Yeah, but no more. I contacted some friends and they said to me,
Okay,
it's
yeah, okay.
really great.
Is that
Okay,
her?
she's
Is
there.
that Kristine?
My sister Kristine is there. Hello,
Okay, great.
Kristine.
I want
Unmute
to talk to her for
yourself.
1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Kristine,
I don't see
unmute
her.
yourself.
I'm not muted.
Good evening,
She's
good
there.
morning.
Oh, I'm
are
so
you?
glad
Good
to hear your
evening.
beautiful voice. Okay, Taoufik, I'm
Kristine.
talking to her.
Wait. Kristine, I know it's quite annoying. Can you show your face on the camera? We want to see our friend. Long time ago, we
I know
didn't
what you
see
look
your
for.
face. Can you do that? And I'm sure Lasita and Lynn would like to see
Look, if
your
I could
face
be
too.
here with Bell's palsy in my mouth here, like
You
this.
see, Lynn, Evan, she has Bell's palsy. She's showing up. So, Christy, oh, yay.
I don't
Hello,
see anything.
sister.
Okay.
I love your skirt. Oh my God, look at this.
Okay, Kristine, I was hoping, and
Unmute
I know I'm,
yourself. Okay, go ahead. Go,
okay.
Lynn.
I was hoping, I've been seeing you like a celebrity on Facebook. I was hoping you would tell us a little more at this meeting, since this is an informal meeting. It's not our real meeting time. I was hoping you would tell us a little more about what you're doing with the women. Every day I see another post, and every day it's more glorious than the other one. So tell me, what is it that you are doing in your country that for women right now?
Good morning once again. Thanks for giving me
Good
an
morning.
opportunity to speak about my women.
Yeah.
First, I'd like to share this. I
Mm.
come from a community whereby women are the backbone of the economy,
Mhm.
and our men have been lured by they're mostly drunk all the time.
Mhm.
So what happens is the women are like the heads of the family, but
Mhm.
they do not have access to land or any property.
Mm.
Right now, we are experiencing the rainy season. So women
Mhm.
have an opportunity whereby they can go weed and plant for people. The little money that they get, it's hardly $1. They use it to buy food in the households. The husbands also go and do casual works, especially in the tea farms, whereby they go and pluck tea. When they are paid, they don't take any money back home. Instead, they go and drink illicit brew. By the time they come in the house, they just sleep. The woman will be forced to wake up as early as 4 a.m. in the morning to go to the forest. I live in the forest, the only tropical rainforest in Africa, that is Kakamega Forest. So these women will go to the forest at 4 a.m. to collect firewood so that this firewood they can sell in order to enable them make ends meet, whereby they can provide some fee subsidy for their children to go to school and also buy uniform. So what happens, in case the women are found by the wardens, the forest wardens, they are arrested. In order for them to negotiate for freedom, they exchange sex for firewood.
Oh.
On the other hand, their husbands, around 4:30, they are 5, it's when now they become sober. When they try to look for the wife, they find the wife is not there. And you know, the kind of houses that they have, they're not environment friendly for the children, because you'll find they live in a hut. This hut, we just have a small room they call the sitting room. And then we have the kitchen and then the bedroom. So you find the children, they normally sleep in the sitting room. They don't have mattresses. They buy a rug. In that rug, they cut it in like 2 pieces, and then they use it like a mattress. And then they cover themselves with one mattress, the children. What happens, the husband will wake up, he'll go there in the sitting room, he'll send the boy child to go to a shop whereby it's like 1 kilometer away from the home. In return, this man will get hold of the girls and defiles them. What I've been doing in the community, I've been doing what we call community dialogue, whereby we try and educate the community the importance of both the girl and the boy child, because nowadays they're all at risk. It's unfortunately we'll talk, it will go in deaf ears, and you'll find like now, when the issue has expounded much, it's when now the girl, you'll find she has problem with walking. It's when you approach the girl, or the class teacher will come and report to me and tell me as an activist, could you try and assist this girl? Only for the girl to open up and say, my father has been defiling me and my sister, and he's been doing it in rounds. And he tells them, when you try and raise alarm, I'll kill you. So when the children report to me, the first thing I do, I take them to the health facility. They run tests. Majority of the children that have taken to the health facilities, they've turned out to be HIV positive.
Oh, boy.
Oh my God.
And when they're put on drugs, they feel like they're overburdened with the pill. And they'll tell you, how do you expect me to take drugs on an empty stomach? So what I did, I decided to come up with my small kitchen garden. This small kitchen garden of mine, I was able to sell some vegetables,
Oh, that's
buy a few
wonderful.
seeds for vegetables I plant, I sell. It's when I start for these children also their own garden to enable them buy their own food so that they can adhere to the drugs. But when these
Hello,
children go to school,
someone.
Hey,
I'm
tell me she's
sorry.
talking.
No. Someone with the name Crystal. Are you Jacinta? Hello, are you Jacinta?
Hello,
Yeah, Crystal. Are you Jacinta?
hello, hello, hello.
That's her.
Hello.
Hi, Jacinta. We're in the middle of the meeting. Listen, and then we're going to give you a chance to talk. Okay, sweetheart?
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
Go ahead. Christine,
go ahead.
sorry that we disturbed you.
I'm sorry,
ahead,
yeah,
keep
we wanna
talking,
be. We
Christine.
just want to be sure to have.
I know,
Jacinta.
I know, honey.
Go ahead, Christine.
Go ahead, Christine.
so what happens is after we put them on the drugs, we take the matter to court. We'll go for the first hearing. The second hearing, the mother of the children and the children will be threatened by the husband's family members. It's when now the case ends up being terminated. So what I've decided to do when they report to me, I've organized with some Catholic nuns, whereby we take them to their self-shelter while the case is going on, so that I try and ensure that justice is done to these children. And I'm trying also to sensitize now both the boys and the girl child on how they've come up with girls and boys forums, whereby the boys can protect the girls and the girls also can protect the boy child. And for the women, I've put them in groups. These groups, they are doing what we call village saving and learning. They come up with an initiative like farming. Let's say they plant arrowroots, they sell, they do merry-go-round, that is table banking. Part of the money they give the person whom they've gone to the meeting. Part of the money others borrow, they pay with interest. At the end of the year, they share the shares that is there and the interest. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing your wonderful work. Now we all have a treat.
Oh yeah.
I would like you all, without interruption, to meet a daughter that I don't talk about that much because I can never get in touch with her because of her internet. Her name is Jacinta. This is a girl who is such a talented woman. She is a writer. She's not only a writer, she is a teacher, another daughter that I'm proud of. She wrote something for the cancer book that wiped me off my feet. I have to tell you, I even came to Taoufik and I said, you have to hear this, stop whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Because she writes with passion and emotion. And if you're a writer, any kind of writer, it should be about passion. It should always be about something you believe in. Because if you're writing about something you don't believe in, then that's not a good thing. Okay, Jacinta, I want you to tell them a little bit about what you do in Nigeria.
Hit it, Jacinta. Go.
I hope she can hear us.
Yeah, she tried to connect with Calm. Okay, she will do it. Go ahead.
I have faith.
Yeah. Can you hear us, Jacinta?
Hello.
Hi, honey.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit what you do with students, honey. Can you tell us what you do with your students?
I know the connection in maybe Africa is quite low, but she's doing it.
Okay, I'm hoping at
She's
least
the,
trying. That's a big thing.
yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Well, I'm telling you what we're going to do. I'm starting a new project with children next week, and we're
Yeah.
going to try to connect our children. It all depends on the age. I never know the ages till I walk into the classroom. As soon as I walk into the classroom, I will know the ages. And at that point, I'll know if we can connect. Otherwise, I'll get somebody else to connect with her.
And
We'll have to do it in writing.
hello.
'Cause I'll
Hi.
yes, you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jacinta, talk.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello.
honey, tell us about what you do with your students.
You're there. Go ahead.
I don't know if she can do this because I don't hear a thing she's saying.
Let's be patient.
I am being patient. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, a long time ago, many, many years ago, we tried to connect. It was very difficult because of her internet. She's wonderful.
Yeah.
I can't see what Lasita just wrote. I just went right past me.
Jacinta, if you hear us, please log off and come back again and log in. I will approve you again. Okay, you hear me?
I was writing to her in case she can't hear you. So I said,
Okay.
please
I
talk.
saw it.
Maybe
I
you
saw
can't
it.
hear us, but we
Yeah.
can hear you. So maybe I'll write that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
I
ahead,
saw
honey.
your.
You can do it. That's great. Okay.
I saw your
Now
comment.
for-
Okay, go ahead, Lynn. Go ahead.
Can I talk to
Waiting
Kristine?
for. Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Kristine, when we get off this meeting, I want to talk to you about a few things. We'll go back to Messenger and we'll talk to each other privately, okay? Kristine, do you hear me? I'm having a hard time today with everybody. My network is poor. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, we'll try. Keep trying.
Sometimes that works too. You write in what you want to say, that helps. So like I said, I met Jacinta many, many years ago. She's very talented. I never knew what a good writer she was. I never knew what a good writer any of my kids are. Assam, Pratam, they wiped me away with their writing. Suki. I mean, yeah, I taught Assam, Pratam, and Suki to write. I never taught Jacinta. I wrote second to none. So I'm very, very proud. And I'd like to see my friend Kristine do a little bit more writing too. That would be wonderful. Kristine, do you write?
Hello, Kristine, unmute yourself.
Yes, please.
Do you write, Kristine? Writing?
Sorry?
Do you ever do any writing?
Yes, I can do the writing.
Yes, because I haven't gotten any writing.
I can't hear you.
I'll talk to you about it on Messenger. So let's, that way you're not holding up a whole meeting.
I can't hear you well because it's raining. Kindly just write for me in the chat box.
About your writing from.
Switch the router off and on again.
Leah.
Okay, I was talking about the cancer book. We just put in the Mr. Right book, excellent book. Now we're up to the cancer book, which is not due till May 15th. We're not writing to that. That comes from the heart. You have to have either a member of your household involved in cancer or yourself, or how you feel about cancer generally. Because it's a disease that never goes away and always stays up here in your mind, which is like the worst thing that's what makes it so impossible. So, Taoufik wrote that book, and so did I, and so did
Yeah.
Peter. And a lot of other people are writing for that book. That book, you can be sure, unfortunately, too many families are way down with the cancer thing. So for Tom wrote, my mother had it. I son wrote because I had it. And we had everyone else. And Jacinta wrote because of me too. So it's just beautiful what's coming out of this. And maybe we aren't scientists, but maybe we can do something to make somebody realize that if you if you get cancer, it doesn't mean you're going to die. It just means that there are different treatments. Like I have to go on Thursday to the oncologist because I'm waiting now that the surgeon said it's too hard and big to operate on right now. I'm a little nervous, and I have to wait till Thursday to go to the oncologist and see what the oncologist says after I take a PET scan on Wednesday. So cancer is no trick. It's the worst trick in the world, but you have to learn to deal with it. So if this shows somebody that just because you get cancer, you're going to die, it's a wrong message. It shows somebody that you can live with it if you learn how to face your time. I'm doing this now that I always did. It took me a long time to get to this point. And I'm sure anybody here that has had it or has had a family member with it knows that it's going to take a long time. Never listen to people who tell you every day, oh, you're going to be fine. But that doesn't help you. What helps you is that you feel that that person loves you. And you have to say it to yourself, I'm going to survive. You have no idea how many times I said that. And so far, we'll see what he says on Thursday, but I don't expect it to be anything terrible. All he's going to say, hi, Lynn, we're going to have chemo again. And that's what he's going to say. And when I asked him, I'm his favorite patient because I'm the only one that laughs. Everybody looks like they're dying when you walk in there. I laugh all the time. Katrina is immunotherapy, and I'm dying to have it because it energizes me. He says, you don't need more energy. So we'll see whether or not I get that. But, it's not a death. It's something you have to live with. And it never fully goes away. I spoke to a good friend of mine on DC. Her name is Sue. I call her Climbing Lady. She's a climber. She had cancer for many, many years. She climbs mountains, this woman. And then when cancer went away, she had a worse cancer than I had. I mean, there are different degrees of cancer. When the cancer went away, she became a climber. Now she came back. She said, it's not going to change my life. It didn't change it the first time. It didn't change it the last time. That's a positive attitude. You must go through cancer with a positive attitude. Hi, Sanam. How are you?
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy belated Eid and happy start of or I guess almost May. So but it's good.
Happy spring. Happy spring too. Happy spring.
Yes.
Okay, Sanam, I just got an email from Emily.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She's not leaving New York here. She's just leaving her present position.
Yes, I received an email basically that someone else will be my go-to person. And I mean, I guess this is off topic, but sometimes I feel New York Cares, they've been more geared toward corporate volunteers, like the corporate.
Hello. That's
Yeah.
how
Yeah, I've been having I mean, not that I've been team leading a whole lot, but just a whole thing of that I have been doing, and I've heard from others, that
Good.
yeah, it's a little tough. It's a little tough.
And someday we'll get it together because I have some ideas of my own, which we
Yeah.
so we're not in a meeting. Like it's always good to see you here. So what we're talking about is how we're talking about Kristine was wonderful. She shared with us
Fine.
a very wonderful
Fine.
thing with the ladies of Kenya. Is that Kenya? Taoufik?
Yes,
Okay. And
that's fine.
okay, and I was sharing about cancer, that cancer does not mean it's a death sentence. It just means you have to try hard and find a way. That's it. And you have to make it a positive message and not a negative message. So, Sanam, would you like to add something to that?
Well, I will say that I remember there was, and I think of this as a positive, although I understand how people might interpret it differently. But I remember there was a special on the program Nightline with Ted Koppel,
Oh, I love that.
cancer. And I remember, and my aunt was in the midst of, or around that time, she was battling lung cancer.
Oh, God.
And I remember the program, he said, cancer, it changes your life, but not the outcome.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, if you think of it like that, like any other type of hardship or adversity, and not, like you said, like like how AIDS used to be thought of as a death sentence. You view it as something that something that you have to tackle, and you do your best with the care that you have in terms of doctors and support staff and caregivers and friends and family and all that, but it, in that sense, it kind of removes that stigma, if you think, because we all have gone through hardships, right? So if you think of it like that, then you're able to kind of not be not you, but just in general, we're able to not be as intimidated by it.
Exactly.
And if you think of like at the sheer number of people who are, I have a friend of mine, a former coworker, actually, I think she's, luckily doing well, but sort of kind of a year before the pandemic, and then toward the beginning of it, especially, she was dealing with breast cancer, but she's doing very well now. And then I think someone in her family is now dealing with prostate cancer. So
prostate cancer is not lung cancer. All cancers are bad.
yes,
Lung cancer is one of the most serious forms of cancer.
It absolutely, yeah, I believe so. And it's just one of those things where you kind of look at it and see, like, you strategize, what you need to do, whether medically or, some people deal with, for example, acupuncture or yoga, etc., to deal, etc. So, whatever it is, whatever therapy or technique is working for you, is the best way to go about it. And I don't think that and this is sort of like with anything. I mean, yeah, there's stuff in your control about, for example, what treatments one might get, or daily habits. But at the end of the day, what's done is done, and you have to focus on what's in your control. So I think that was always a good reminder, because like we can always, we can always, for example, want someone to act differently or do this, or why aren't they doing that? Like, but that's not in our control. And similarly, like a cancer diagnosis and treatment in many ways is not in our control either. So
absolutely not.
And
that's it. Okay, so I have a message here from Jacinta. Instead of writing it in the box, she wrote it to me.
Yeah.
And she wrote that her school is working, I can't read the whole thing, it's very long. Her school is working on gender responsiveness in the school community. They're working on a safe school project. They're working on creating awareness of violence. And that's what we should all be. We're living in New York. We should be working on violence because we have too much of that. An awful lot of that. So maybe Taoufik can send this to everybody.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it now. I'm
Okay.
doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm sharing it on chat so everyone can read it. Okay, so here we go. One. Okay, to everyone. Yeah,
Thank you.
here is what Jacinta wrote. Okay, go ahead.
So, like I said,
Right.
Jacinta and I are going to
Yeah,
start a project
take
working
your
with.
time to read it. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you receive it? Everyone can see it.
I have it right
Yeah.
here.
Yes, I
Oh,
can.
okay, go ahead.
Okay. So the point is that I'm going to work with her, with her students in Nigeria. And once I get my students on May 2nd, and if not, I have friends that have students of that age. So I think it's important that they get to know they get to know children from other countries, and they see that their problems. When we first started Cultural Bridges, my daughter Asma, I'm giving her full credit for this. She's the one who designed Cultural Bridges. And that wasn't the name. She called it a different name. I made it into Cultural Bridges. And what we do is we get to talk to each other, to send videos, to send conversations. And of course, obviously, we can't always talk at the same time because there's a time difference. But we get to write to each other. At the end of the project, the final part of the project is that we send cultural packages from one country to another. In other words, I would send Jacinta what my children would write about what it's like, what life is like in America, as you know, what life is like, and your children would write what life is like in Nigeria. And by reading, and you also sometimes they send books from their country and different things. It gets harder because budgets are cut left and right. So it really, it's really a hard thing to do. But nevertheless, it's a wonderful project. I was the luckiest person on 2 feet because I had my Japanese pen pal from years ago. I started this project about 14 years ago, I think. My Japanese project, pen pal, actually, the teacher himself was able to come to New York for some kind of meeting in the UN, of course. And he came to my school with like 20 other female teachers. And my principal said, "Oh my God, I can't believe this." After that, Pratam and her friend Hayan, came to Oman. They came to stay with me for a week or two, and they came into my classroom and they showed them how to cook, and they brought Omani clothing, Omani books, Omani food. My kids absolutely loved it. So when we expose students to another culture, we're opening the door to a better tomorrow. We're getting rid of prejudice. Although at the first time they walked in, they were a little nervous, the kids. But within 15 minutes, they were so mesmerized by what Tom and Hayan were doing that they just couldn't wait. They tried on the Omani hat. They put on an Omani cape. I mean, it was a visit that I myself would never forget. So when we expose children to another culture, we're really helping them. We're showing them there's no reason for prejudices to exist. So I've been very lucky. My kids actually got to see these other cultures. So, and then when I went to Oman, I went into both classrooms that I was writing to. And the kids were so excited to see me. It was like I was a movie star, which I had to laugh at. I came in with jeans and my headscarf. You did came.
You are a movie star, baby. You are a movie star. Who won't love Marlene? Everyone consider you as a movie star.
So we went in there and we all tasted and I really had a ball. That was the first time. The second time, I went with my daughter to the Omani embassy. She worked there at the time, for Tom, and we got to meet students from America who were going to Oman to learn Arabic. They were rich American students. I made them feed the hungry. There was exactly, now listen to this and sit on your chair. There was one hungry family in all of Oman. They had a I spent like $50 of my own money because as a guy, I wasn't going to ask the kids to give, but $50 of my own money to buy this food, and they really didn't need it. I walked up to the house, and what I saw, but I still gave them because I felt good. What I saw were bags of groceries. I said to Tom, "Why are all these groceries there?" And Tom said to me, "Mom, we don't let anybody go hungry. The neighbors are responsible." That's the word she used. Responsible for feeding a neighbor who was in need. To me, that was the end all. I was ready to go live there.
Wow.
Here, you could die of starvation, and people will just walk over your body in the city, and no Sanam will tell them I'm right. If you're in New York and there's a family that sits in front of Barnes and Noble on 17th Street, they've been sitting there for so many years. I don't know if they're still there. I lost them at the time of the pandemic. But eventually they got into a shelter. But in any case, people ignored them as they walked by them. And there was a kid involved. That's what I hated. I used to bring cookies and water, and there was a list of shelters that they could go to. You know, how people could be so apathetic towards other people, I never understood. Helping others and doing what Tom does in her country, they do all these, what they have is a project that I never did. And I was thinking about it. I did do it as a New York Cares project, but not one for me, or Lynn's kids, or Saving Souls. We packed up book bags in September for 4 children with notebooks, with pencils, journals, all kinds of pens and markers and crayons. And each student, because there was corporate sponsorship, each student got a book bag. And we were there to see, in fact, Taoufik was more there than I was, because I was working in the back, was New York Cares manager that needed to talk to me about a few things. And Taoufik actually was there when they gave out the book bags. And how did the kids react, Taoufik?
Oh my God, or never, their reaction, it's like if they discovered, you know, the moon or Mars, their happiness, Lynn always say to them, can you imagine a kid realize that he writes a book? And this is what Lynn did. She write books with their, work we did in those volunteering activities. And she did it with 2 kind of schools we used to go to, 2 bridges and PS 140 suite, right? PS 140.
This is a totally different school that we're going to. We're going to a school in an area in East New York, which is very big. But that's what we're supposed to do. We have to serve good children who get help at home. Things like we should serve children who have no help. That's the project.
Yeah, the kids had certain joy that their eyes sparkling, and they started dancing and they hugged Lynn, and it's an amazing feeling. Yeah, an amazing feeling. I will never forget that. And we miss them.
This genius gave my tablet to a little boy named Hanson, and he used to take all the pictures. He insisted.
I will tell you, there was one little kid. Sorry, Lynn. There was a little kid.
My tablet.
Okay, child. He's over 5, and he's hyperactive. He's Asian.
Oh,
and you can imagine how much happiness, how much feeling he brought to the space. And at a certain time, he becomes close to me, with kids, and he told me, Taoufik, give me the I wanna make a movie. And I give it to him. Lynn started making this, and I said, let him. And he started. I have still those videos taken by Anson and all the pics. But at the end, he broke it. So Lynn gets mad, but it was amazing. It was an amazing activity.
So all of them, I love those kids. So I was kind of excited to be. Well, this is a project that I developed myself. It's not a New York Kids project. This project. And they took it back again, which I'm glad because it always gives Lynn a little bit more of a push. And teaching children to write and boosting their self-image. And nobody boosts the way I do. And, what I get them all journals, and they all write in their journals every day. They write their thoughts. After they write the book, in the beginning, I was told I can't write. I can't write. Well, I used to say the same thing, haha, and I said it in my book. After they saw their names in print, I had to get all these releases, which I have to speak to the owner. They were so excited. I can't even explain. We had an author party where we gave them all kinds of treats, which New York has sponsored.
I haven't cooked for them. When I first came here to New York, Lynn told me you can cook for them and bring the food to the school, and I did it. And guess what? They tasted it was chicken with a Moroccan dish, and I brought the whole pot and bring it, and I have some plates, and they come and got it. Oh my God! And they start tasting, and oh, yeah, they like it. And some other kids didn't like it and said, I did like. I said, yes, you have the right to like it. I said, but it looks like Chinese. Or most of them are Asian. And they started eating, and Lynn tried to create a happy audience there. So we had wonderful memories with those kids. I will share later pics and videos with everyone about those activities with those kids.
Sophie, yes, and I'm just sent you a message.
Yeah, Sanam, say it again.
Yeah. Honestly, and I'm having my kitchen painted tomorrow. And so I'm
Okay.
realizing how little space I kind of do have. So I can't, I would rather not buy the physical book, but your cookbook, I believe originally it was
Yes.
ebook. Is that still available?
Yes, sure. You can go to
Okay.
I will send
On
you the link.
Amazon, correct?
No, you better get listen, better get it from website. I will share you the link.
Oh,
And
okay.
you just and it's cheaper. Okay, it's
Mhm.
cheaper. So I will send you the link, and you can get straight away automatically a copy to your email, and you can
Yeah.
open it as Kindle. Yeah, I'm doing it now. Go ahead.
Okay,
Just
sure.
continue. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
doing it
no,
now.
whenever, I don't mean to interrupt, but you mentioned.
No. I'm straight in that. Okay, I'm doing it. Go ahead. Yes,
I'm
Lynn.
always here to help. Sanam, my
Yeah.
project starts on May 2nd between two young authors.
So Lynn, did you know that
Yeah.
Leah is here too?
Oh,
Yeah.
Leah from
I
Wales.
Leah, of course. Yeah.
Hi,
Go ahead, Leah.
Leah.
Sweetheart.
movement.
Go ahead.
I just spoke to her a few minutes ago.
Wait. The lovely lady. Let her talk, sweetheart. Give the stage to Leah, please. I'm sorry. Give the stage to Leah.
We just had we've had computer connection problems all day, and so it almost did not get here, but we turned off all the devices in the house and anything that had to do with Wi-Fi. There's some kind of connection problem in the wires somewhere. I don't know if it's regional. I don't know if it's just our house, but Ian's had problems with it. All of the devices they've gone on and off, on and off. So I was so scared I wouldn't even get here, but I'm so happy to be here. And I just feel really, because of the stenosis, it does make sometimes the fatigue, and that's also been from the anyway. I won't go into my health stuff, but the thing is that I feel like everyone deserves to have more from me than they've gotten, but I just
you don't care about fun.
Everyone is part of my heart, no matter how
Okay, since I've been lecturing you all the time, what are you doing? Sally says I can't help but lecture. Well, too bad. What are you doing about the stenosis? Have you seen the doctor?
Oh God, yes. I've had lots of a neurosurgeon consultant. The only way there's no cure for it. It's simply we have to either just use, control the pain and use my crutches to walk and deal with the fact that you're in pain all the time, really, even with the pain. But it's it's like the bluebells are in bloom up on the hill behind our house, and every year I go up there on pilgrimage to just take it all in. And this year I couldn't go up the hill, but Ian drove me behind the hill, up the hill,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I was able to walk down into the bluebells. And it seemed weird that I had to go do that with the crutches and everything, but I did see the bluebells.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's life is it throws these things at us, and you just have to go for it. I don't know, keep going.
Yeah.
Dude,
You're
it's not,
radiant, Leah.
I can't make a lot of them.
I want to stop you, Leah. You are radiant. Your face is, oh my gosh, I love you more. Red, especially with the red. Oh my God,
Very sweet.
you are a queen. You are the queen.
You're very, very lovely.
There's a word in Arabic, and Taoufik knows this, for light. It's called nur.
Yeah.
And when someone has like a nur, and I see like everyone here, like, I don't know if it's the lighting or the background or whatever, but everyone has, and I don't know, I feel like that transmits from people. I think.
Yeah, I will explain. You know what does mean nur? Nur is sparkling, bright or brilliant, but it has a soul meaning. I mean, spiritually, nur is just a wonderful word. We say to someone, you have the nur, I mean, the light in your face. And this is how you look, my beloved sister.
You are so amazing. You are, Lynn is amazing. Lasita is amazing. All of you.
Yeah.
And I can't see the face of everybody here.
Sanam, you mean Sanam?
Yeah, where is she?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I went on mute just in case.
Okay, she will show your face to Marlene.
You don't have to show your face.
I might give me a minute, but yes.
I just want to see your name.
Go beautify yourself. Go make a good.
Sanam, tell them
I just want to see your name. I can't see your name.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, she's making makeup. She's doing her makeup. Okay.
It was just the name I couldn't see, and so I wanted to be sure I did get everybody.
Okay. Oh my God, Leah, you never had this light before. Oh my God.
Everybody, I love you all.
We love you.
Okay, Sanam, you don't have to.
I'm filling out something real quick, but then I will hold on just a second.
I just didn't see your name.
Tell you a background and what she does. You'll like that.
Yes,
I didn't mean that you had to see your name. I mean your face.
It's okay.
I just didn't see your name. But now I've seen your name, so that's great.
Yeah.
Just a sec. I will be. Right.
I just wanted to, say I love being here, and also happy Earth Day to everyone, which was Sunday.
Happy Earth Day.
Yeah.
Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth.
Lasita, are you ready to continue on Monday with your presentation?
Me?
Yeah,
Lasita.
What
Lasita, okay.
presentation?
Well, we'll see how I do because
Oh,
I
with the dentist,
believe I'm
that's fine.
having a tooth extraction
Okay,
this
we'll
week.
talk.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll see how we go. But it would be nice to get back together again next week.
I love, yeah, I love that. Keep us on track. I
Okay.
didn't go to the
All
doctor's.
right, and Taoufik, I saw your link.
Hello.
Hello. This is
Hello.
last week, but
Okay.
National Volunteer Week.
Wow.
I think April and May is when I think
know.
they and as a matter of
Yeah.
fact, I remember I haven't been there and I don't know if they are doing sit downs, but there was a GMHC project.
Okay.
Patrick would sometimes be there, Patrick McGuire.
Oh, I love
Mhm.
that.
On
Wow.
Fridays.
He's
and
a
sometimes
guy,
Fridays
yeah.
during the day.
Are you going May 6th to that meeting on Saturday?
You
Yes.
know what? Because on Saturday mornings, I team lead a citizenship English project.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
it's
I'm going
through
there.
Zoom, so
I'm
maybe
going.
I'll do that, but I kind of want to go, but also I've been kind of just disappointed a little bit with New York Cares.
Me too. I'm not
Yeah,
so
they
sure.
You know
are.
what I'm
going.
saying?
You are
Like
right.
I kind of want to
They
go,
are-
but kind of don't.
Okay.
either. I don't know.
They are really, I'm sorry, they
They're
are
very
bullshit now.
disappointing.
It's
New York is no more what it was before.
Okay,
Did you
so
receive?
can we
Okay,
get
go
into
ahead, Lynn.
the private thing? Sanam, can
Okay,
you
go.
tell them what you do, what your job is?
what the one is? I'm sorry.
What do you do? What type of work do you do? I think this would be.
Okay.
Oh, like the 9 to 5?
Yes, dear.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I am an attorney.
I love it. That's how young.
I do immigration work. As a matter of fact, I was at a hearing early this morning or earlier today. And it's interesting because a lot of the judges have been proceeding through WebEx. So you know, that started with COVID and has continued.
Wow.
Yeah. And then basically that keeps me as volunteering does out of trouble, hopefully. And then also, so in 2018 or so, I started taking prerequisite courses for at the MCC for nursing. And I kind of like—
Which means? What means MCC?
The Borough of Manhattan Community College.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
luckily I was able to make it work with work because this started before COVID. So it was like mostly in person, you know, anyway.
Yeah.
And then I continued and then I went and then I got my a nursing degree because there's a song that says, you know, you might need a lawyer sometimes, but after a certain age, you might also need a nurse. So,
Sure. I love this.
listen, when you fall, things don't heal after, you know.
Yeah. You know what, Sanam? We need both, a lawyer and a nurse.
And yes,
Both. Everyone needs both.
So a nurse, I do have the degree, but I'm not working as one currently. I'm about to finish the BSN program, the bachelor's of, and I've been doing clinical at White Plains Hospital. So
Okay.
that's been interesting.
That's
It's
awesome.
been kind of a hike, but and actually when we started, it was supposed to be within the 5 boroughs. But I think, you know, a lot of facilities, particularly with students, and unfortunately, you know, students are not exactly employees, so they still are kind of careful in terms of COVID and all that, or they were. And honestly, you know, it becomes an issue of the relationship. It's sort of like New York Cares a little bit, like the relationship they have, the school has with the site, the hospital or the community center or whatever. And I honestly, I was a little bit worried because White Plains is kind of far and I don't
It
have
is
a car,
far.
you know.
Mhm.
So, you know, you kind of make it work, I guess. But luckily it, you know, you kind of just like say, like you kind of deal with what's in front of you. Because unfortunately with this, like this, the way they do it, I mean, you can always withdraw from the program, but you don't have much of a choice where you're placed. You kind of are,
Yeah.
they do ask what's your first choice and whatever, but
Mhm.
you know, there's no guarantee about it. And
Mm.
it's sort of, you know, in that regard, gives you a lot of good life lessons that you kind of just, you kind of look at the situation in front of you, and, you know, proceed accordingly. And, you know, it really, there's a lot of, I think, you know, I think especially in healthcare, there's a lot of humility that you know, you leave there sort of in a way like volunteering, you leave there humbled because,
Feel like you're helping.
you know, well, yeah, and also like you see like people who really are in tough situations, they're very vulnerable oftentimes. And you're trying to figure out how to, you know, kind of separate any emotional stuff with the personal. You kind of want to, and also, you know, with as with anything, you kind of want to make sure that you're doing okay, you know, because it can,
Of
you know,
course.
yeah. So you want to be sure that, you know, you're kind of taking care of yourself and kind of, you know, replenishing the, you know, it was interesting, the Prime Minister of New Zealand recently, I don't know if her term was up or she resigned or something, but she said, you know, I realized I didn't have much in the tank anymore, you know,
Wow.
you know, like, and she, I don't know if there were, and unfortunately, you know, I don't know too many people from there. I know more people, I think, from Australia, but New Zealand, not as many, but I don't know if there was like a big scandal or whatnot. I do know that she had come under fire from, you know, just certain sectors of politics, but at any rate, but yeah, like, and, you know, like, I think just in general, you know, that's important, and like just to kind of keep a gauge of that as well, as best you can. Sometimes, you know, you just kind of, you know, you don't have much of a choice, but to kind of just proceed and
Right,
kind of do your best
exactly.
with it. But yeah, like if you're
I
able
guess we
to,
all feel that way.
yeah,
You have to face
absolutely.
whatever it is that you have to face. That's it. It's as simple as that. Okay, everyone, it's 2:00. And
Oh,
Yeah.
so Lynn, let me ask you, your project that you were saying, what is this through New York Cares or what is it exactly?
it's
Yeah.
through, it's my project, but it's still through New York Cares.
Mhm,
Yeah.
It's on Tuesdays from
mhm.
1 to 2. And it's called Young Voices. It's called Mentoring Young Voices.
Mhm.
And it's going to be a wonderful project. Last time we
You-
published 2 books.
I'll
It's
let me know
not.
when, is it posted yet or no?
Yes,
No, no,
people
no.
are signing up.
It won't be virtual. It will be inside. We'll go to the school and attend it, not
It's in-
online.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, Sanam, tell me.
Yeah. You
It
can
is
come and do
online
it
or it's in person?
No,
It's in person.
in person.
It's in person.
In
Okay.
person. And you know what, Sanam? Please come. She will send you an invitation. We want to meet you face to face.
Let me know the location. Let me know when
Okay,
it's,
I'll
I haven't
send
seen
it to
that,
you
but
after the meeting, okay?
You will get
Okay,
it.
everyone. Okay, Taoufik, you can't continue for as much as we'd like to.
Okay, love you all. Bye-bye.
Leah,
Bye-bye.
love you.
Namaste.
Speak to you soon.
Leah.
have a good
Bye.
one. See you well.
Leah. Mwah. Leah.
Mwah.
Good
Mwah.
luck, Jacinta. Feel better.
Oh,
Okay,
bye.
bye-bye.
Bye now.
Take
Love
care,
you all.
lovies. You all are beautiful.
Yeah, bye-bye.